Good morning, student. Welcome to the biology class. In this video, I am going to teach you the absorption of root. Means this is the continuation videos of our absorption of root topic. In the previous video, already I am taught about that the roots, characteristics of the roots, and some important definition which is related for absorption of water and molecule. Got it, student? In this video we are going to study about that the osmosis. In the last video I explained about that what is mean by osmosis, what is mean by diffusion. Let us revise. Imbibe some important phenomena. It is very important phenomena for the plant absorption of waters and minerals from the soil. Imbibition means what, student? The living or dead plant cell absorb the water from the surrounding. This is called as the imbibition. In the last video I have given the example of the door. In the rainy season our door is a swell up, so it is very hard to lock. Got it? I explain about that diffusion. Diffusion means, I told you, student, the movement of any molecule from the region of their higher concentration to the region of lower concentration when two are in direct contact. Higher concentration means what, student? See, in the chemistry you have studied about that solute and solvent. Solute means, see, I will take the sugar solution in the beaker which contain the water. Water is the solvent. Water क्या है बेटा? Solvent है. And whenever I put the 2-3 drops of the ink here, ink is the solute. Ink is the solute. Solute means the things which is going to dissolve in the solvent. Understood? सोलिड मीन्स ऐसी चीज़ बेटा जो सॉल्वेंट में पानी में डिज़ोल्व होने वाली है. मीन्स देखो यहाँ पे मैंने वाटर के इंक के ड्रॉपलेट्स डाले हैं. दिस इज़ द हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मीन्स वहाँ में इंक का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है एज कम्पेयर टू द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ द बीकर. देयर इज़ द वाटर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इज अ मोर. गॉट इट? What happens, student? After few minutes the whole water which is present in the beaker will convert into the blue color. Why? Because there is a high concentration of the ink which is movement the region of the lower concentration. So whole solution become a blue. Got it? It is called as the diffusion. Some students have a problem related solute and solvent. Solute means the things which is going to dissolve in the solvent, and solvent, water is the good solvent, and whenever both are mixing form a solution. Got it? And in the osmosis I explain about that. Osmosis means only movement of the water molecule from the region of the higher concentration to the region of lower concentration through by a semi-permeable membrane is called as the osmosis. Got it? Osmosis means क्या होता है? देखो, I will explain you with the experiment. See, student, this is the experimental setup. I take the beaker of water and it is also put the thistle funnel, inverted thistle funnel. In the thistle funnel is contain the sugar solution. I tie the mouth of the thistle funnel with the cellophane paper. It is the cellophane paper is work as a semi-permeable membrane, and I keep this setup few minutes. After few minutes, whenever I check the experiment, this level means this is the initial level of the sugar solution. Whenever after a few minutes, after a few hours, I will check this experiment, this thistle funnel, this level is rise up. See, means देखो बेटा, यहाँ पे पानी in the beaker is contain the water, and in the thistle funnel is contain the sugar solution. Sugar solution means जहाँ पे water का concentration कम है as compared to the sugar. There is the high concentration of sugar and low concentration of water. So what happened? By the cellophane paper, the water is movement, means here is the high concentration of water. It is the high concentration of water as compared to the thistle funnel. So what happened? By the process of osmosis, the movement of water molecule from the region of their higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration. So the level of sugar solution is rise up. मीन्स क्या हुआ बेटा, जब हमने इसे एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, देयर इज कंटेन वाटर एंड देयर इज अ शुगर सॉल्यूशन. मीन्स इन थिसल फनेल में शुगर वाटर का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है बीकर के कंपेयर. तो बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑस्मोसिस द वाटर इज अ movement from higher concentration to the lower concentration. So the thistle funnel level is rise up. But whenever we take the test of the beaker water, that time it is not tested in the sweet. Means what means it is conclude that there is no movement of the sugar solution from thistle funnel to beaker. Got it? Means it is these cellophane paper is a work as the semi-permeable membrane. Means it allowed only water molecule from region higher concentration to the lower concentration. In the last video I explained about that endosmosis and exosmosis. Endo means inward diffusion of water through the semi-permeable membrane. Due to this endosmosis, the cell become a swelling up, and exo means outward diffusion. So the cell become a shrink. Got it? The next topic is the osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure means what, student? The pressure which is exerted and to prevent the passage of pure solution into the pure solvent into the solution. Means it keep to separate the two solution. See, I will explain the experiment. This is the thistle funnel. It is also inverted. It is also put inverted in the thistle funnel, which kept the hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution means sugar solution. In the beaker is the hypo, means water. Got it? But what happened in that experiment? We put the piston and we put the weight over the piston. So what happens, student? It is exert the pressure on the thistle funnel. So there is no movement of the water molecule from region higher concentration to the higher concentration to the lower concentration. This is called as the osmotic pressure. Means due to the weight, the pressure is exerted over the thistle funnel. So there is no movement of the water molecule from the region of higher concentration to the lower concentration. You will ask me, student, what is the experiment related to the absorption of root? See, student, means देखो, if whenever the root cell, the plant cell, the root cell continuously endosmosis, so the cell become a swelling up. It is the one step of the cell. There is no more water is absorbed into the cell. That times the wall of the cell, it exert the pressure on the cell membrane. So there is no movement of the osmosis. देखो, again I will explain. देखो बेटा, this is the plant cell. This is the plant cell. Whenever the continuously osmosis, continuously movement of water molecule in the one points, what happen? The cell become a turgid. There is no space for the water. The cell become very swell up, turgid. Turgid means fully swelling up cell. So in the wall of cell membrane, it exert the pressure on the cell. That's why there is no any movement of the water molecule from the region higher concentration to the lower concentration. Got it? This is called as the osmotic pressure. With the help of osmotic pressure, we keep the two different solution is a separate, means there is no water molecule, so the sugar solution not become a dilute, it is keep concentrate. Understood student? द एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑफ द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर, यहाँ पे हमने वेट एडजस्ट किया है बेटा पिस्टन के ऊपर, सो द प्रेशर इज एक्सर्टेड ऑन द सेलोफेन पेपर, सो देयर इज नो मूवमेंट ऑफ द वाटर मॉलिक्यूल फ्रॉम ब्रिकर टू द थिसल फनेल, दिस प्रेशर इज कॉल्ड एज द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर. अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट? नेक्स्ट टॉपिक ऑफ द osmosis in the plant cell, it is the tonicity. Tonicity. What is mean by tonicity, student? The tonicity is the relative concentration of the solution that determine the direction of the diffusion. Means beta tonicity it is the ये solution का ऐसा concentration है जो determine करता है एक्सोस्मोसिस होगा या एंडोस्मोसिस होगा. सी आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट. टोनिसिटी समझ में आ गया बेटा? टोनिसिटी मीन्स ये डिटरमाइन करता है डिफ्यूजन इनवर्ड होगा, आउटवर्ड होगा या नो ऑस्मोसिस होगा. समझ में आ गया टोनिसिटी? देयर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन. सी दिस इज द कंसीडर, दिस इज द बीकर एंड there are 3 types of the solution. First beaker, I will take the isotonic solution. Isotonic solution, the relative concentration of water means, see, the cell and the beaker, their concentration of solution is equal. Means जितना concentration cell के अंदर है minerals का उतना ही concentration water में होगा. Means both have a same concentration. That's why there is no movement of the water molecule through by the cell membrane. This solution is called as the isotonic solution. Isotonic solution means ऐसा solution बेटा, it is the dilute solution of sugar solution. See, let us see. देखो ये जो beaker है, first is the isotonic solution. Isotonic solution means dilute solution of sugar. Dilute sugar solution, same concentration which is present in the cell, so both have a same concentration. That's why there is no movement of the water molecule from inward and outward, so there is the no osmosis. Got it? In the next beaker I take the hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution means the lower concentration of the solute, means there is only water molecule. यहाँ पे बीकर में बस वाटर है एंड इन द सेल देर इज कंटेन द मिनरल्स ऑल्सो, सो देर इज द कॉन्सेंट्रेट सोल्यूशन. सो वेन एवर आई पुट द सेल इन टू द वाटर दैट टाइम्स एंडो ऑस्मोसिस, देर इज द हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर. हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मीन्स वहाँ पे वाटर का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है as compared to the cell, it is called as the high concentration. So the movement of water molecule from the region of high concentration to the low concentration. Means I want to tell you that student, whenever I put the cell into the hypotonic solution, the movement of water molecule in the inward means in the cell, so cell become a swell up, turgid. This is called as the endosmosis. Got it? And then in the next beaker it is the hypertonic solution. Hyper means higher concentration of the solute. मैंने आपको solute बताया बेटा, means sugar is the solute and the solvent means water is the solvent. Got it? समझ में आ गया? Means in that beaker there is the high concentration of sugar solution. इस beaker में water का concentration कम है और sugar का concentration ज़्यादा है. So whenever I put the cell into the hypertonic solution means यहाँ पे concentration ज़्यादा है solute का. In the cell there is the low concentration but the high concentration of water. So what student? The movement of water in the outward diffusion and the cell become a shrink. This is called as the exoosmosis. Understood student? The 3 important steps which is determine the movement of water molecule as per consider the solution. Understood student? Isotonic solution, hypertonic and hypotonic. Got it? Isotonic means the same concentration of solute and solvent. Hypotonic means it is the only water. Water molecules means only water. There is the high concentration of water, and due to this condition the endosmosis is occur. Hypersolution means there is the high concentration of sugar and low concentration of water, so exoosmosis. Got it? What is the osmosis? Osmotic pressure, endosmosis, exosmosis. Understood, student? Next important means that this process osmosis, it help to the roots to absorb the water from the soil. Got it? Next important definition, next important phenomena of absorption of root is the active transport. Active transport, it is the different, it is opposite by diffusion and osmosis. हमने diffusion और osmosis में क्या देखा बेटा? जो movement होता है, which is the movement of the higher concentration to the lower concentration. But in the active transport, what happens, student? The movement of any molecule from the region of lower concentration to the higher concentration, and it required the energy because it is the movement of opposite direction. Got it? I will give with the help of example plant. See, student, the root here, there is the cell sap. It contains the many minerals like potassium, calcium, phosphorus, whatever nutrient which is required by the plant, nitrogen, nitrate. Got it? There is a high concentration of minerals as compared to the soil, but the root, by the help of active transport, by the help of active transport, by help of active transport, the root is absorb the minerals from the soil. Means देखो, for example, this is the root here. In the root here is have a large vacuoles. In the vacuoles contain the cell sap. Means there is the higher concentration of minerals as compared to the soil. But the help of active transport, the root here absorb the nutrient from their region of lower concentration to the higher concentration, and it required the ATP. Understood what is meant by active transport? Active transport help to the roots to absorb the minerals from the soil. What is the help to the plant active transport? With the help of active transport, the root can absorb the minerals from the soil. Got it? And repeat, I will repeat the definition. Active transport, it is the movement of the any molecules, the region of lower concentration to the higher concentration through a cell membrane, and it required the energy. Understood? Active transport. Next is the passive transport. Passive transport is the same as a diffusion. It is nothing different from the diffusion. इसमें passive transport is also the movement of any substance from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration without need of any energy. By this diffusion, osmosis, this is also called as the passive transport. समझ में आ गया बेटा? एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट. एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट मीन्स क्या होता है? द मूवमेंट ऑफ एनी मॉलिक्यूल द रीजन ऑफ लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन to the higher concentration is called as the active transport, and it required energy. I giving the example about the absorption of root. Root here में minerals का concentration ज़्यादा होता है as compared to the soil. By the process of active transport, the movement of minerals from the soil to the root. Got it, student? In the next video, I explain about that the next topic, turgidity and flaccidity. Understood, student? Today's lecture. Thank you.